At first I was going on a trip just to go get resources and college resources. That's what Miss Ash had talked about, and just going to go see all the different colleges and going to go see all the different monuments and land sites and stuff. I thought it was just gonna be an awkward trip and it was just gonna be these kids, and then immediately on the first night we all started bonding.
Day one was crazy. I was really upset because I didn't get to take a shower because it was 2 days on the bus. Everybody wanted to take a shower and everybody's body was just dead. I couldn't feel my legs for a while.
I really liked our tour of the Dexter parsonage house with Miss Cherry. She was a really sweet lady, and I felt like she took us on a really personal tour of his house, Dr. King's house, and we really got to know him.
When we walked into Martin Luther King's home, it was so amazing just because he's like a celebrity and he's done so much for the world and for everyone.
Meeting Miss Cherry was a good experience. I was excited that she let me open up the doors in Martin Luther King Jr.'s house, knowing that he opens that door every day, leaving, coming out.
He was just a normal person fighting for what he believed in, and he wasn't trying to make everybody, I'm pretty sure he didn't think 20, 30, 40 years from later after he had died that people will still be making videos about him and talking about him and saying all this, doing all this stuff, having holidays. Pretty sure he didn't think he was going to have his own holiday. He was just doing what he felt was right at the time and how he thought his life should be lived and his kids' life should be lived.
Meeting Mayor Ford made me believe, as a person my age, believe that I can do anything. He's seen all the white kids in the pool and he wanted to play, but the sign said no black kids allowed. So he said he wanted to become mayor so he could change all of that. And he did become mayor.
Meeting Miss Joann Bland was scary. She didn't hide anything from us. She told us the truth about everything, about the march on the Edmund Pettus Bridge and Bloody Sunday.
She talked to us about Bloody Sunday, which she walked across the bridge with everybody. It was kind of sad when she told the story how when she was in the car and blood was dripping on her face and was from her sister. And it just, I don't know, and how she went to jail when she was very young, it kind of made me sad.
I feel like the stained glass at the 16th Street Baptist Church was a great tribute to the 4 little girls and the church.
The fact that those little girls died basically for no reason, I feel like that's really terrible. And they were young children, they were little girls, they were younger than I am.
The Tuskegee Airmen had a lot of success in their missions, and I felt it was amazing that they proved themselves without even saying anything. Because when they did have a spokesman actually going out there and speaking for them, he was shut down every time.
Moulton Airfield has a lot of history there. I got to try on the general's jacket. It felt real good. Made me want to become a general.
Going to the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute was really cool. It was that was my favorite museum out of all of them, just because there was so much that you learned about going through that museum.
Coming on the trip, I didn't really know too much of anything. Just like the kids who named Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and the Black Panthers, those are about the main names that I could have told you. And as something that Ms. Joann Bland said was, when you get to naming people, people get left out.
I feel like I'm very lucky being teen in this generation, because in the past things weren't always the same. They had to struggle more, fight for everything that they deserved, their rights.
We're all the same race, we're all human. So that's still there. And that's all ignorance. It's ignorance, that's what it is. Us not knowing that there is one race. That's one thing that we obviously don't all know, is that we're all one race. And the other thing that we don't know is our history, the history of America.
It is the school's job to teach us, but it's also our jobs to learn about it ourselves and take time out of our days to learn about the stuff.